Hello, boys and girls. All you grandmas and grandpas, too. I got a great book for you. Not a new book, but like new, because not many people know of it. It's one of those timeless books, the kind that never grows old. It's called Hi-doh Hi-dee Ha-Ha, and it's about this boy who goes on a fantastic journey. It's foretold by the native spirit Hawaneyu.
Now it's time to smell the perfumes of the flowers, sing with the insects, fly with the birds, and love like the rodent. You will come to learn much, little brother, but its full meaning will remain with the eagle soaring over the highest mountain.
It's not always fun for Charles, but he does learn a lot. That life is full of laughter and music. Lots of good music. And delicious pizza. Yes, the war on pizza chant of the makers of pizza, lovers of lullabies, and patrons of the laughing anchovy, who make the best pepper special pizzas you'll ever have at Geronimo's Pizza. There's horrible monsters too, like the stinkiest, most repulsive of all two-headed spiders, the slob.
It was gigantic, with 2 identical heads and 8 bristled, pimply, spindly legs. Its beady black eyes fixed on him, and its scruffy twin faces full of sores and scabs grinned. Its laughter was followed by a series of foul and cacophonous exhalations, which in turn were followed by more laughter. Charkazi fainted. When he awoke, he was being licked by 2 slimy tongues that were like thick, wet snakes.
Oh, my luscious tidbit, don't be afraid. We're not going to eat you yet. We like our meat to age.
But I could eat him up all by myself, Hawker. He's such a juicy little one, freshly molted and everything.
I know, Willie, but it'll taste even better after we've savored him a while.
Get away from me, you filthy, disgusting creature. Now, getting back to the story, it all starts out with Charles at home. The wind hummed through the trees and wooed down a lane with houses graced by pillars, porches, and elegant entrances in the old part of Hanekadi. It danced around a statue of an American Indian holding his bow like a staff and peering into the distance. The wind whispered the Indian's ancient chant. Behind the Indian rested an aging white colonial house with black shutters. On the second floor, 10-year-old Charles Patrick Paganono practiced his piano. His bangs tumbled into his eyes as his fingers stumbled. He pounded the keys and gritted his teeth. Then he grabbed the miniature bust of Mozart atop the piano and threw it against the wall.
Good for you, old muskrat.
Oh, but things do change for Charles. In fact, he became a nut-like creature stuck in a cushion among rows of others like himself. Basically a head without a body, with no arms or legs. The creatures were capped by long poles with feathery white umbrellas at their tippy tops. They sat on a hill overlooking a valley surrounded by stupendous celery green hills covered with quilts of yellow. Everything was so big. But where was he? And what was he?
Charlie!
He revolved like a globe and came face to face with one of the other nuts. She had clear blue eyes and an impish grin. Something about her seemed familiar.
Charlie, I'm so glad you woke up. The winds are coming. I think we're going to go soon. I can't wait.
What are you talking about? Where am I, and who's Charlie?
Charlie, what's wrong with you? You're Charlie, don't you know me? I'm your sister, Wendy.
My sister? And what are we, nuts or something?
No, we're seeds, dandelion seeds.
Seeds?
Yes, Charlie. Did you have a nightmare?
I don't know, but I feel really strange.
Neither did he feel 10 years old anymore, but younger, almost like a baby. He also could see so many shades of green now. Pea, avocado, olive, mint, jade, emerald, evergreen, and the very distinctive green of four-leaf clover.
How did I get to be like this?
Charlie, you've never been a boy.
How can that be?
It just is, Charlie. That's just the way it is.
Okay, then what's this thing growing out of our heads?
Our parachute. Don't you remember when our mother told us about our parachutes? About how they could get us to the gorgeous nest?
He was still puzzled.
We're lucky to be dandelion seeds, Charlie. Even if we don't get to the gorgeous nest, then at least we can become pretty flowers and smell sweet like our mother.
Yes, Charlie.
He revolved again and looked up. A yellow face with long eyelashes smiled at him.
Don't you remember, Charlie? It's important that you don't forget, because soon the wind will blow you away. If you don't know the purpose of your journey, then you'll never be able to get to the gorgeous nest or bloom into flowers.
Charles, who was now Charlie, still had no idea what they were talking about.
What is the gorgeousness?
I'll explain it, Mother. The gorgeous nest is the blooming land, Charlie, the place all dandelions seek, where everything is in harmony everlastingly.
Harmony?
Like music, Charlie.
Music? I hate music.
But all dandelions love music, Charlie. Listen to this tune.
Oh, I've heard that before. What's it called?
The seed went over the mountain. You like it?
Well, boys and girls, I think you'll like it too. The music and the story about Charles's unbelievable journey. And like Charles, you will learn that everything is alive and nothing ever ends, and that music and laughter are among the greatest joys of life. Vivian Papson liked it too, and she thought that Hi-doh Hi-dee Ha-Ha would make a great movie for kids like herself. Vivian is a retired grade school teacher and recently turned 81 years young. Here's her take on Hi-doh Hi-dee Ha-Ha.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. These words thrilled a generation for whom the sky was the limit. But who knew that Charlie Paganono's kaleidoscope of happenings would eclipse the dreams of the past, blasting him into a world of wild adventure, haunting melody, laughter, and thrills. Is Charlie's pilgrimage a parable or an amusing fantasy? That is for you, adventurous reader, to decide.
And remember, the most important lesson in Hi-doh Hi-dee Ha-Ha is that we are the creation of the infinite love of the universe. So, be thankful for what you've been given, and above all, be joyful. As Hawaneu proclaims,
Hi-doh Hi-dee